Hello, 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 everyone. My mic is very sensitive right now. Hello? Can you hear me? I think y'all can hear me now. Pretty good. Let me put my hair back. What's up, chat? Is there a giveaway? No, today there will be no giveaway. Today there will be no giveaway at all. Today we're only gonna do a pre-market analysis so you guys know what to look for the week, etc. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, boys. So, anybody who's here for the giveaway, y'all can leave right now. All right, because there's not gonna be any giveaways today, chat. Holy shit, my hairline. Oh my days, my hairline is bad right now. Why do I have the headset like this? I swear I do this to myself. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. This is not okay. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. This is not okay. Chat, I swear. Alright, y'all. What the fuck is this, man? Oh my days, bro. Only secret sauce? Exactly. Only secret sauce today. So, I'm wait till a few more people pull up and we should be getting to the giveaway real soon, chat. By the way, we got some promos running. We got the 50 for 50 is back at it. So you guys love the 50 for 50. So it's back. It's freaking back. If you go to NLF's homepage, nextlevelfunded.com, and you can see right there we have 20 for 20 and we have 50 for 50 right now running. So make sure to take advantage of that, boys. Let me see which one is that. Boom. So make sure to take advantage of this one, chat. Right here. 50 for 50, 20 for 20. To start off the week, obviously, it's been a weekend, so you guys have been taking it chill. The market has been closed, but now the market opens, and you guys need an account to trade on. So why not get yourself a 20 for 20 or a 50 for 50? If you pass it, you pay. If you don't pass, you don't pay a single dime, only $20 or $50. So make sure to get an account, chat, so you guys can take advantage of this insane market analysis that I'm going to give y'all today. All right, let's get right into it. So if we start off on the daily, as you guys see, we don't have a lot of volume to go. We don't have a lot of history to go off of. We don't have a lot of market structure. We don't have anything to go off of. We just have a straight line up. Boom. Straight line up. That means that we have to look at previous times we have hit all-time highs on the daily, right? And previously, once we hit the all-time highs on the daily, we do fill the wick up to start off, right? So let's look here, chat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We got 4 times when the daily closed above the previous all-time high closure, right? So not tapped all-time highs, because all-time highs was here and we didn't break it until now, but you did close above. So right here you did close above the previous, and right here you did close above the previous. And every single time that happens, every single time we see a closure above the most recent closure, right, all-time high closure, the price first fills the previous wick right here. So fill the wick. Right here you did gap down, so you didn't manage to fill the wick, but gap down. But you did create a top wick. Same thing here. Boom, filled the wick. As you guys see, had a top wick, filled that wick, top wick, filled that wick, right? So every single time the daily closes like this, right, with one big bullish candle, you always fill the wick. So what am I expecting now, chat? I'm expecting price to fill the wick up. I'm expecting price to fill the wick up and then I'm expecting some bearish movement at the start of the week, because we have had a lot of bullish movement. We've had the NFP priced in, which means that the rate cuts have been priced in, and NFP has been priced in, which means that we don't have anything else to price in, right? We don't have any other reason to push bullish, which means that we should be heading down and at least filling some imbalances. Now, again, my prediction is, let's see here. My prediction, chat, or not my prediction, the things that I'm going to react off are these. So first, I'm going to wait for a break above the previous high, which is going to be a liquidity grab. So I'm going to wait for a liquidity grab, because what Asian session does, chat, is Asian session just grabs liquidity then heads the other way. So I'm going to wait for liquidity grab above here. We have resting liquidity above 3,600 on the dot, which is a psychological level. Damn, that's a good sell right there. Psychological level sell from 2,600. Of course it was going to reject there, chat. I didn't even notice we came that high. But yeah, we look at that. 2,600, and we tapped that psychological level perfectly, and then we rejected on the dot, chat. Rejected on the freaking dot, which is a really good sign for us. So we should see in my opinion, for Asia, we should see a liquidity grab above these highs right here. Once we see that liquidity grab, we should see price start coming down and then filling these imbalances down here. That is my sort of analysis. I would probably, before taking sells, I would focus on looking for liquidity. I feel like if we do the same thing where we take out these lows first, here's the thing, chat. I would look for sells for Asia session, late Asia session. I wouldn't touch early Asia session, but I would look for sells late Asia session. And the way I would look for sells is only if we break this high, right? So if we break this high, boom, you can wait for sells, or you can look for sells. If we don't break this high and we just do this, I'll look for buys instead. Because then what's most likely going to happen is you're going to tap these wicks right here. You're going to grab liquidity, tap into this void, because get chat, you have a void. You guys know what a void is now. Hopefully you've seen my video. If you haven't seen my video, I've dropped a video on the void play on my YouTube channel, but we have a void right here. Boom. So price will likely, it depends on what price does. If price comes down first, you're going to be able to catch some nice buys off of this area. If price pushes up first, you're going to be able to catch some nice sells off of this area, right? And the way you do that is you wait for the higher time frames, in this case the 30-minute, to come to move up, tap this area, then you wait for the 5, you go down to the 5 or the 15, and you wait for the 5 or the 15 to close back below, like so. Same thing here. If price moves down first, you wait for the 30-minute to tap this void right here. Once it taps this void, you go down to the 5 or the 15, and you start looking for closures or breaks of structure or indications of bullish price movement, and then you press buy to go up. So those are the positions I'm going to look for, chat, for Asia session today. For the whole week, the thing is, if you look on the weekly and the daily, there's not much you can say. Like, look at the weekly, chat. What can you see on the weekly, right? This could push up like it did here, right? It could either push up like it did here, because here you had the same thing. You had one strong bullish candle to the all-time highs, right? So you could do the same thing here, or you could start moving down like you did here, right? So we don't know. There's nothing we can say. There's nothing we can say at all, chat. There's nothing we can say at all on the weekly, right? So we have to go down to the lower time frames. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I always tell you guys, I'm gonna just tell you this so you know, but I always tell you guys, don't trade based off of feelings. Always, always, always. This is my number one thing. Do not trade based off of feelings. But I have a feeling that this comp is going to play out. I don't know why. I do not know why, chat. I have no idea why. It's a valid comp. I guess that's why. But again, it's over the weekend. So again, is it a valid comp? Who knows? Right? We don't know, chat. We do not know. So I'm thinking risky, chat, risk a position, but not a bad one. Risky position, chat, but not a bad one. That's all I'm saying. Now, I might take this. If I'm awake, which I'm probably going to be, I might take this low risk. I might take this low risk. Risk around 0.51%. And just see how it goes, right? It's the comp. It's a very valid comp. It's over the weekend. We've never taken comps over the weekend like this, so we can't really say much, but that's what I'm looking at right now, chat. That is what I'm looking at right now. As for any other, if there's any other pairs, chat, you want me to analyze, let me know. But this is what I'm looking at for gold. All right, so we have three things here. We have either. Can y'all hear me, by the way? Should be able to hear me, right? We have either sells off a liquidity grab above the high, like so, or we have buys down at this void right here, or a riskier position, chat. Oh, my bad, you can see this screen. No bad. So here are the positions I'm going to look to take during Asia, chat. Either liquidity grab above, because that's what Asia session does. Asia session takes out the highs or lows and then pushes it in the other direction, just takes out liquidity. So boom, sells. If we close above, somebody asked, FSH asked, what if the 30-minute closes above that 60 level? Then I don't know, my friend. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know, my friend. If 30 closes below, I wouldn't touch it. I'll be honest, if the 30 closes above that 60 level, I wouldn't touch gold. I'd wait for a price to either start making some structure, right? If you close above, I'd wait to do this, or I'd wait for price to come down eventually, and then I'll start trade down here. But I would not trade price as soon as it closes above. I don't have no answer for if it closes above, because I don't know, because, dude, 2600 is such a psychological area that I do think price will probably grab liquidity above there. That just seems logical. So if the 30 closes above, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for structure to form, or I'm going to wait for it to close back below so I can start trading here. Anyways, these are my positions, chat. Either sells on closures above these highs, or on a liquidity grab above these highs, and then wait for a closure back into range for sells, or buys from this void right here, or riskier, I'm gonna take it. Chat, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna take it. That's just what I'm gonna do. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this trade right here. I'm gonna take the comp. Boom, boom. I'm gonna take it. 0.5% risk though. It's low risk. Just to try it out, you know. Let's see what your chat is saying. What if the 30k? What if the comp hits early Asia session? Would you still take it? Yes, because that's what it's gonna do. The comp will hit early Asia session, right? Right. So I do think Asia will probably, for some reason, I do have a feeling it's gonna gap up and then kind of fill the gap down. But yeah, I will still take it. Have you started looking at JER 40? What do you think about it? Yeah, I've started looking at JER 40. I think it's lovely, bro. I made some money with JER 40 last week, actually. Was it you that told me about JER 40 on stream one day? I swear it was you. Look at this bad boy right here. On JER 40. Took it this week. This is my first JER 40 trade on my live account. Beautiful trade. And also, yeah, I remember I started off with a loss and then I avenged it. But yeah, it looks really nice. It looks fucking amazing. I'm telling y'all, JER 40 has beautiful price action. What's JER 40? It's I think it's the 40 biggest companies in Germany. I think it's like the Nasdaq, but for Germany instead, like the S&P. Yes, it was me, my guy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Do analysis on UJ, GU. All right, let's see here. So UJ opened. Gold doesn't open. Gold opens in 30 minutes. Yeah, UJ is open, chat. Open with a gap. So what happened to the boot camp? The boot camp is instead now on WAP. So I've made a free WAP. So go to my Discord, Quality Traders Club Discord, and there you can see my latest announcement. I've made a free WAP where my complete strategy and playbook is for free on WAP, which is crazy. But you know what? I thought why not? Like, I'm losing money obviously from doing it, but I don't really care. I want everybody to have access to the strategy and to see the fucking power of the comp. So yeah, chat, go look at that. Anyways, UJ. The funny thing here, chat, is that I would have told you, oh, UJ is probably gonna fill this area here, but it opened up and filled it already. So I think UJ will probably okay, UJ is this is a little tough because you have a gap, and I'm not sure. You'll probably fill the gap, bro. Like, I'll be honest, you'll probably just fill the gap. Yeah, that's what I think. I think UJ is gonna do this. Boom, boom. Very simple. I think UJ is gonna fill the gap. After you fill the gap, just gonna be probably late Asia. I'd probably look for buys from this double bottom right here. You have a decision area. This is a very good area for buys on UJ. Look at this strong ass decision area. Insane area. In fucking insane area, chat. Like, you don't see this strong of an area ever. Look at this. Reject, 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 dump, reject, pump, reject, 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 reject. So with like 80% certainty, reject. That's what I'm looking for on UJ, chat. But first I'm looking to fill this gap for sure. And you said GU. I could see this comp playing out in GU. I could see this comp playing out in GU. You have a break of structure, right? Break of structure, closure below range. Look at this, chat. So GU, very simple analysis. You have void. You have void, you have liquidity grab. So here's the thing. Typical price action. Price moves up. Price moves up. Structure, price moves up. Structure, breaks the lows. Pre-breaks the highs or taps very high up. And then you fill the structure. So structure, push, structure, makes a low, breaks the low, doesn't fill it to all the bottom, comes up, which creates a void, right? Which creates a void, boom. And then you tap this comp or you tap the highs and then you dump down. So if I were to take something on GU, it would either be this comp or buys from this area right here. Right? But only if we break the highs first. So that's my prediction on GU and EJ. Hopefully that's clear, bro. How do you decide which no-wick will work? That is, you can check my free course on that, bro. So I have a completely free course on my WAP, free WAP. And if you check there, you'll find it. Wait, did you literally put all the vids on WAP? That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, all the vids and more. Entering EU. Let's see. Yeah, exact same idea on EU as GU. Because they move the same, right? So exact same idea. I see a void right here. I think price will likely move up a bit for Asia. Either break the highs or move up very high at least, and then you'll start coming down. Like so. Right? Because you have a void here, but you also did grab liquidity. So after you grab this liquidity, price will probably pump up, and then retap this void, see a small rejection off of this void, and then continue down. Those are my expectations. Because if you look at the DXY is very, 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 very bearish at the moment. But you're tapping into strong resistance, and you do have some imbalances to fill in on DXY. So yeah, chat. Those are my predictions. Gold is about to open in 25 minutes. UJ has opened and GU has opened. UJ is likely going to fill the range down. That's my prediction. I think UJ is going to, not move up a lot, but I think it might start consolidating here a bit, and then you'll see something like this happen. Gold, you guys know my predictions. Liquidity grab above 3,600 for sells down, or you can also grab this comp right here and try that out. And yeah. How many candles should print before a comp is invalid in both 30-minute and 1 hour time frame? Because I know 15 minutes. It's the same. It's the same. So if you're taking a comp on the 30-minute time frame, it's the same. Same amount of candles. Let's see, chat. Any other questions, or should we head for the week here, chat? Should we call it a night and get up tomorrow and see what we can grab? Or for you guys trading Asia, lock in and start trading Asia. Again, just a quick pre-market analysis, chat. This is what I do every night, so I thought I'd bring you guys with me. If everything's clear, hopefully it is. I try my best explaining it. That's perfect. If not, please ask your questions now, or we'll call it a night. No giveaways today, chat. No giveaways today. When redrawing your zones, do you redraw them every day or just for weeks? I redraw my zones whenever they get broken. So, like, for example, here's an example. Let's say this happens. Let's say I have price action right here. Right, price action. So you have clearly a zone here. And we have a zone here. Right, and you have a small zone maybe here. Right, chat, you guys see that? Now if price does this, right? What I do? Well, now my zone got broken and I got faked out, which means that my zone was a little off. So I move my zone. Right, I do this. Boom. Move my zone, make it smaller, and then I redraw a smaller zone here. Like so, right? Now if price completely breaks out of these zones and does something like this, then obviously I draw my zones down here instead. Right? But if price does something like this, where it does this, right? Then I just keep my zones, because obviously you guys see they're still valid. Right? So that is how I draw my zones, or when I decide to redraw my zones. So it doesn't need to be day or week or anything like that. It just depends on if they're still valid or not. And but you can see if they're still valid or not if they get respected. If they don't get respected, they're not valid. If they get respected, they're valid. As simple as that. Do you trade order block? No, I do not trade order block. I only trade no-wick strategy and support and resistance and decision areas. And if you don't know what that is, you have my complete free playbook and course on wop.com/qualitytradersclub. Anyways, boys, I'm gonna call it a night here. I appreciate y'all so much for this pre-market analysis. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you got some value. Hopefully you guys know a little bit better what to do for this Asia session. If you're trading it, good luck. If you're not, I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, chat. Go hard. Stay disciplined. Don't full port. Have a stop loss. And don't do anything stupid. Let's have a W week. Let's fucking crush it. Again, promos are insane. We have 50 for 50. We have 20 for 20. So go grab yourself an account so you guys are ready to kill it this week. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much and good night.